Hello everyone, welcome back to and today we are diving into the exciting world of photography. If you're a beginner looking to improve your skills, this video is for you. We'll cover equipment, settings, composition, editing, and sprinkle in some practical tips. So, are you ready to capture the world through your lens? Let's get started. Let's start by discussing the essential equipment for beginners. You don't need the most expensive camera to start. A trusty DSLR, a sturdy tripod, reliable memory cards, and a protective case should be your starter pack. Remember, the best camera is the one you have with you, so don't worry too much about gear. Now, let's talk about how to set up your camera. Familiarize yourself with different modes, from automatic to manual. The aperture controls how much light enters your camera. Shutter speed determines how long your camera's shutter is open. ISO impacts your camera's sensitivity to light. Let's visualize this. Picture a dark room with a small window. The aperture is your window size, shutter speed is the time the window stays open, and ISO is your eye's ability to adjust to darkness. Understanding these settings is your first step to taking control of your photography. Composition is key in photography. We'll talk about rules like the rule of thirds and the importance of framing and perspective. Composition, simply put, is how elements of a photo are arranged. It's what makes a snapshot into a compelling photograph. One of the most basic and widely used rules of composition is the rule of thirds. Imagine your frame divided into 9 equal parts by 2 equally spaced horizontal lines and 2 equally spaced vertical lines. The rule of thirds suggests that you place your subject or points of interest along these lines or their intersections. Framing and perspective, on the other hand, involve using elements within the scene to create a frame around your subject and playing with angles and viewpoints to bring a fresh perspective to your images. But let's not forget, these are not hard and fast rules. They're more like guidelines to help you initially. Once you're comfortable, feel free to bend or break them to create your unique style. Remember, rules are meant to be broken, so don't be afraid to experiment. Editing is a crucial step. Let's briefly go over how to use software like Lightroom to enhance your photos. Photo editing software gives you the tools to fine-tune the details of your image, enabling you to create a more polished final product. Let's start with color adjustments. These can bring your photos to life, making skies bluer, grass greener, and skin tones more natural. Next, we have contrast. Increasing contrast can make your image pop, while decreasing it can create a softer, more dreamy effect. Lastly, let's talk about sharpness. This tool can bring out the details in your image, making everything from individual hairs to blades of grass stand out. Now let's edit a photo together. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to edit. It's all about what you think looks best and tells your story the way you want it to be told. Editing is an art in itself. Practice and experiment to find your unique style. Before we wrap up, I want to share some practical tips. Patience and practice are key. I'll also share some of my photography experiences to inspire you. When I first started, I would often get frustrated when my photos didn't turn out the way I envisioned. But with time, I learned to see these as opportunities to grow and improve. Every shot you take is a chance to learn something new. Remember, it's not about having the most expensive equipment or knowing all the technical jargon. It's about capturing moments and telling stories through your lens. Don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques and styles. One of my favorite experiences was when I ventured into street photography. The energy, the people, the hustle and bustle. It was a whole new world to explore. It pushed me out of my comfort zone and helped me develop my unique style. Photography is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the process and keep learning. In summary, we've covered the fundamentals of photography for beginners. We've explored essential equipment, camera settings, photo composition, editing, and even shared some practical tips and inspiration. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more content, and leave your comments with any questions or suggestions. Thank you for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next video. Keep exploring, experimenting, and expanding your photography skills. Remember, every shot is a step forward in your journey. Happy shooting.